South Africa has 11 official languages, but only a few of those languages are being implemented. Now, higher education systems have been urged to accommodate indigenous languages to encourage the youth to embrace and reclaim their mother tongue languages. But UCT Professor Madiba says that he's concerned about the decline of the use of indigenous languages.
There has been a report from Statistics South Africa which clearly showed that there is a slight decline in the use of African languages, especially in some of the public domains. So they've shown that most of the languages are slightly declining, except isiZulu and a few other languages that slightly gained the majority. And that is a bit worrying, because we expected that post-94, with our new language policy of official multilingualism, 11 official languages, and the 9 indigenous languages, which are, the Sotho groups, Tswana, Sepedi, and the Sesotho, then the Nguni groups, which are isiZulu, isiNdebele, and then Siswati, and then Venda and Tsonga, and then English and Afrikaans. So we expected that indigenous languages, because of the constitutional provision, those languages will improve. But we are seeing slightly, declining, which is a bit worrying.
The UCT Associate Professor says he has been a professor for multilingualism education project for the past 14 years and feels that indigenous languages need to be used more at key domains like the university, but also it needs to start at home.
It starts from home. When a child is born in the family, parents have to decide which language to transmit to the child. So unfortunately, we are seeing a trend now in some of the families where children are, right from birth, they are inducted into foreign languages like English. They are deprived of learning their own language and so on. So I would say it should start with the family. If a child learns the home language, that does not mean that the child won't be able to learn English. In fact, it's vice versa. Children who have been introduced to more than one language from childhood, those learners are very good to learning other languages, including English. So learning home language doesn't mean that the child won't be able to speak English well. So I think it starts from home, but then it gets to school.
The professor says that indigenous languages should be used and developed in a similar way as English and Afrikaans, and only then it will be cultivated in society.
If we can, make sure that these languages are used continuously, alongside English, we're not saying mother tongue only, alongside English, then that will really allow learners to be able to think in the language in which they're strong in. And I tell you, we're going to see even the academic achievement of the learners improving.
At least 35 languages indigenous to South Africa are spoken in the Republic, 10 of which are official languages of South Africa.
Because we expected that post-94, with our new language policy of official multilingualism, 11 official languages, and the 9 indigenous languages, which are, the Sotho groups, Tswana, Sepedi, and the Sesotho, then the Nguni groups, which are isiZulu, isiNdebele, and then Siswati, and then Venda and Tsonga, and then English and Afrikaans. Well, you see, language carries everything. Language carries people's identity. It carries people's aspirations. It carries culture. It's a vehicle of culture. So if you lose language, you lose quite a lot. I mean, we lose our indigenous knowledge, which is embedded in most of these languages. For example, traditional medicine, you'll find that a lot of knowledge is embedded within these languages.
The professor, who speaks over 11 languages, including Swahili, encouraged that South Africans should learn as many languages as possible, but especially their mother tongue languages. For our City News, I'm Edna Kangolo, UCT.